Hi, and welcome to today's class. This is just going to be a short, about 15-minute class before bedtime. So it's going to be good to help get you set up for going to sleep and get right into sleep. So this is great to do right before you're getting ready to go to bed or even at the end of your workday. So you might need a couple of blocks for one of the poses we're going to do, but if you don't have them, don't worry about them. You can do without. So I'll set these aside for now. We may need those. So we're going to start out in a nice child's pose. So come on up on all fours. Sink your hips back onto your heels. You can have a wide-legged, I suggest, for this one to really be luxurious and comfort any amount. So if you need to prop up with a pillow or a blanket, do what you need to do. Get comfortable and settle into this position. And just take some nice deep inhales and exhales. So breathe in through your nose and exhale through your nose. We're going to do about 5 rounds of breath here in each pose. So at your own pace, just settle in here, let the day go, and you're getting your body ready to sleep. So just continue to breathe in and out through your nose, nice deep inhales and exhales. We are signaling to our nervous system that it's time for rest. So we're switching on our parasympathetic nervous system versus our sympathetic nervous system. So the parasympathetic is our rest and digest. And a lot of times we're in that constant fight or flight, which is your sympathetic. So this is going to help signal to the body. And we're also going to loosen things up and open things up and let things go today. So to help us get ready for sleep. So take another nice deep inhale and exhale through your nose there. Feeling your back, let go and relax, loosen up. And from here, we're going to come all the way back up. And now from all fours, we're going to just step the right foot forward, leave that back knee down, but we're really going to kind of bend deep into this front leg. You may find blocks to come in really handy here, but what we're going to do before the blocks, going to move that right foot out to your right-hand side and maybe at a 45-degree angle. So both hands will now be on the inside of that front leg that's bent forward. This is where blocks might come in really handy. Even just one would work, but I have two, so I'll show you with two. And you can put them on any height, and you can put your hands on those. What you're going to do, what we're really going for here, is really just sinking really deep into that hip. And if you need to stay more upright, do. This can be intense. But this is also a great thing to do if you've been sitting all day, just to help open and loosen up those hips before you go to bed. So you're going to sink forward any amount. This right leg would be forward and bent deeply. And you can, in this point, you can kind of hang forward. We're really kind of turning in. If you feel like that you have a little bit more room, and for some of you, staying upright is going to be plenty for you. So stay where you're at. Don't try to go any further. But if you find that, yeah, I kind of want to come forward a little bit more, come forward any amount. Again, those blocks can be adjusted to whatever height. So come forward and really relax into this. And I know relax is kind of a relative term when you're in a pose like this. But this is going to help open up those hips and help you before you go to bed so you don't have extra tension stored up for the evening. Breathe here. I will tell you, breathing is going to help this pose. Try not to hold your breath, which I know is difficult, but try not to hold your breath. Breathing here, just feeling into this pose. 2 more deep inhales and exhales through the nose at your own pace. And then from there, you're going to release that. And we're just going to step forward on our mat, and we're just going to dangle. So you don't have to worry about using the blocks. We're just going to step forward and just bent knees, really deeply bent here, and just dangle. Let yourself ragdoll down, shake your head, really let that go. Let it be nice and loose, hanging like your head weighs 100 pounds. Just really let it go there. A nice deep bend in your knees is great here. Forward folds are really a great way to signal to our body that it's time for resting and digesting. So it's signaling it's time for sleep. So just dangle here, breathe in and out through the nose. Couple more breaths. And then from there, you're just going to step back and we'll do the other side. So step that right foot back. Your left foot is now bent deeply forward. Untuck those back toes. Adjust your stance anyhow you need to stay on your mat. And now move that left foot over to the left. And I've got mine turned at a slight angle, about a 45-degree angle. Both of your hands will be on the inside of your left foot. So they're going to be here on this inside of it instead of framing your foot. And same thing, you're going to just sink into this pose the best you can. Just let everything go. Breathe into it. Try not to hold tension. If you need to stay more upright because it's really, then that's fine. This is also a perfectly good version of this pose. So don't feel like that you have to go really far forward. But if you're able to and it feels good, just kind of hang in space. So give yourself the time to get into this pose and breathe and just see how that feels. Take a couple of nice deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Again, breathing always helps. Don't let your head hang. Again, you're not really trying to be energetic here. We're really kind of letting things go and trying to really stretch out. So again, you find if it's more up here and that's fine too. Find what is best for you in this pose at this moment. Breathing. Always breathing. If you're holding your breath, it's not going to be as effective. Breathing really helps to kind of help open up those tight areas. So let's do another deep breath here. I know this is an intense pose, but it's a really wonderful hip opener. So stay with it for that last final breath. And then let's come back up and let's come to a seat. And move the blocks out of the way. We're done with those. So we're going to stretch out that right leg in front of us. And we're going to do a little bit of a modified version of this pose. The full pose is bringing the foot more into right at the groin area, but instead we're going to come in a little bit more of a tree looking with the left leg. So your left leg is going to be bent and the knee is out to the side. Your right leg is stretched out in front of you. You can go ahead and move the flesh of your seat out if you need to. And now you're going to have your left foot up against your right leg. I'm almost like you're in a seated tree pose. And from here, you're now going to twist your body over to your right leg. And from here, inhale, get tall, and exhale, either stay here or on the exhale, come forward any amount. Find what that amount is for you. It might be way up here, and that is perfectly fine. You're still getting a nice hamstring stretch, getting the hip stretch. Everybody is different, so you have to find what works best for you. So if you see me or someone else coming way down, I can't even go all the way, but go, and you think, oh, I got to try it. Don't push it. You know, you need to listen to what your body is saying. There's some poses that I can't do that you may find that you could have no problem doing. So just keep in mind, every body is different. So breathing here, and again, you're twisting your body the best you can so that your chest is over that right leg instead of being here, down the middle. You want to be more over your right leg. So wherever you are, breathe there. Feel that. Take it all in. Let go of your day, any thoughts you have, any to-do list, any of that kind of stuff. Take this time for you to help unwind for the night. Come back up, and now we'll switch the legs. So just stretch that left leg out in front of us. And now bring your right leg, bend it in, and now bring that right foot up against your inner upper thigh here on your left leg. Move the flesh out from underneath of you on your seat. Look like a little bit of a tree pose going on here with your legs. Twist over that left leg. Inhale, get tall, stay here. Or on the exhale, you can fold forward any amount. And on this one, I'll stay more upright to demonstrate that. So breathe here. Take some nice cleansing inhales and exhales. Clear out your day, whatever's been going on, traffic, boss, coworkers, whatever it might be. Just let all that go. You're here, you're practicing for you, so don't forget to pay attention to yourself and what you need in this moment. So if you feel like I can go a little bit further, then, as you breathe and feel like you can let go into more of it, then go for it. If not, stay up. There's no benefit to forcing yourself to come forward more. It's better to stay more upright. Especially if you're really rounded in the back, then you're best to really just work on keeping that straight back. Another inhale. Exhale, and we're going to let that go. And now we're going to lie onto our back. And we will do a happy baby. So come on down and bring your feet up in the air. And you can stay here if you like. If you can grab a hold of your shins, behind your calves. You can even grab behind the knees and pull in. Or you can grab the soles of your feet. So your knees are bent. Your soles are pointed up toward the ceiling. And again, you're holding wherever works for you. Keep that in mind. This may not work for you. This might work great for you. So find what works for you and come into this shape. Get comfortable. Breathe here. And really just noticing, are you noticing that your thoughts are not as rampant as they were before you started this practice? You feel like you're calming down? If not, just continue to breathe and really just notice your breath and do your best to say, hey, thoughts, you know what? I acknowledge you, but right now it's my time and we'll address you later. You know, you've got to almost talk to your thoughts like a child and say, we'll get to you, but not right now. So breathe here, let everything go. Make sure your lower back is on the ground and not hiked way up. You know, you're trying to keep everything into the ground the best you can. I understand everyone's body is different, but that's what you're going for. It may not always happen. Another inhale, and exhale, release your legs down. And from here, you're just going to come into a supine bound angle pose. So you're lying on your back. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together and bend your knees out wide to the side. You may find that blocks come in really handy here. You could always prop up a knee if you're really tight in the groin area. So you could put a block under each leg, and that can help. Or you can just let them go as much as you want. Or if you don't have blocks, you can also just take your fist and put those under your legs to help prop you up. So again, the soles of your feet together, your knees are bent and out to the side, and you're just letting everything go here. You're letting just gravity's going to do the work for you for a minute. And let that all go and just feel that opening in your groin area, your hips, your hams, not necessarily your hamstrings, but your hips, your groin area. Just let all of that go. Let your legs just flop out to the side, breathing. And again, each time just taking deep breaths and calming the system down. Whatever you've been doing before, you're letting that go. Just breathe here. 2 more breaths. And then from there, go ahead and bring your knees back together. Separate your feet out about hip distance apart. We'll just do a quick bridge to release everything from the day. So again, feet are hip distance apart. From here, just do a simple, easy lift the hips up. Come into a nice, simple bridge. You don't have to go all the way into your max of bridge. More like just kind of a easy, just bring those hips up off the ground a little bit and let just everything hang. Let everything hang for just a moment. Neck is in the back is into the mat. Your shoulders are in the mat. Just breathe here and let all that go. And now exhale and bring that back down. Release all that. From here, I'm going to roll over to your side. You're welcome to a great pose to follow up with this if you have a little bit more time is to come to a wall and have your legs up the wall. That is a great pose before bed. I almost recommend that every night before you go to bed. It's a great thing to do. Otherwise, if you're out of time and you're ready to go to bed, and you don't really want to do anything else, that's great. I'm really glad you joined me for this really short practice. I hope this helps you sleep a little bit better. And until next time, I'll see you. Sweet dreams.